welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen, and I am here with 52 weeks of 52 favorite photos YouTube hop for August the 4th. And I have these two pictures of my adorable grandson looking out the window at our new house, and I thought I'd document those. I am using Hip Kit Collections Color Me Happy, something I just got in May when they had their National Scrapbooking big sale. And I bought quite a bit of paper and quite a few embellishments. I have the basics pack as well as two of the original papers. And then all the different things. Plus I've pulled some scraps out in hopes of using at least one or two of those. And lots of embellishments. So I have my papers, I have my embellishments, I have my pictures and a bit of an idea. So let's see how this goes. Okay, warning, I am holding the grandson right now while I am doing this voiceover. So if there is some talking, that's not me. You know it's him. I'm using one of the yellow papered scraps to mat my two pictures. So I do trim them down widthwise as well as lengthwise. Not much lengthwise. I wanted to keep as much, especially of the outside, as I could because it was kind of the concept of documenting the pictures. He is standing in the window where he loves to be. I push the blinds up so that he obviously doesn't pull on those. And he stands there because he is enjoying the whole process of being able to be on his own and standing up. And he was looking for his mama. She was coming home from work and I had told him that she was close. And so he was standing in the window just waiting for her. He also was waving at our neighbors when they came out a little later on. So I distress the papers that I've matted this on. It's like a yellow. I did tear the cloud paper. I love torn paper, and I felt like this was definitely the perfect paper to tear. Originally, I thought I would kind of do half and half and put the pictures in the middle, but I really like them down here at the bottom. So I went ahead and did that. And then I'm just going to use some flowers just to kind of build some embellishment clusters. And really, there's more than three, but one of them just kind of extenuates and kind of travels pretty much the bottom of the layout. I take this floral and I'm going to put it down here in the bottom, covering just a little of that picture. I mean, you can see that his onesie is unsnapped in the first picture, so it's not a big deal that I cover up that you can't see that in the second picture. And then I'm going to tuck a little floral up here at the top. I'm trying to stick mostly with the blues, a little bit of the green, the yellow. There is some of the orange and pink in here. I am perfectly fine with that. I do end up pulling up some other embellishments that kind of have some pinks and stuff in it. So I'm fine with using pretty much everything from the collection. And then I just start building from there. Now I want to put this little tag up here. And originally I thought that it was too long or the same length as my little fresh start over there on the left, but it's actually a little longer. So I end up using the entire thing instead of trimming some of it off. And then I'm going to put this little floral here to where the blue and the yellow, the blue and the yellow flowers are showing the most. And then I trim off the other little bit and I'm going to tuck it in right above the picture. So it's just adding a little bit of extra. And then I have this little ticket that says "See the Good in Everything." And I thought that was pretty fitting. It's partially covered by one of the flowers. Thank you for the love pat, sir. But you can still see what it says. And then I'm just going to start using my other embellishments that I've pulled out of this collection and tucking them in different places. So you're making it complicated to do this voiceover, little man. So I have this little chipboard and it made me think of a window. So I kind of wanted to tuck it in here. And I love that it has the green, the teal, and the blue. So I went ahead and put the whole thing up here. It has that blue little grid paper in the background, and I think that's really pretty. And then I have this pink ticket, and underneath where it says ticket, it says amazing show. And I just thought that was really fitting and decided I'd put that little Viewmaster down there as well. Kind of all goes along the lines of seeing the good and everything. And so I got that on there, and then I'm going to put these little hearts from the collection up here, and then I have a couple other ones that I'm going to kind of blend with hearts and circles, like little, they're not enamel dots, but they're good finishing pieces. And so I'm going to put those down here right above where the ticket is, as well as up here by the see the good and everything. And yes, you have something to add to this. So then I want to put a journaling spot on here because I didn't want to journal straight on this paper. And so I put this little piece of grid paper down here, and I tear the bottom, but it tore part of the paper, so I take a flower and put it down there to cover the piece where it's torn. So now you can't see that it tore the paper at all. And then I'm just going to use my stamp. It's a Heidi Swapp stamp with the date. I'm trying to be really good about dating my layouts. And so if I put the date on there before I get started and I stamp every one of them, then I know that I've done it and the date is on the layout. So this is July the 17th of this year, so just recently. And then I've got this little word story, so I put that on there. And then I just wrote, AJ loves that he can look out the window at our new house. He was watching for his mama. So I put that on there, and that is it. Here is the close-up of the layout. It's been a while since I have done a layout without a sketch or scrap lifting somebody or anything like that. So I have had a lot of fun doing that. Hoping to do more of that this month of August. I think I only have 5 or 6 sketches or scrap lifts to do. So the rest of what I do this month should mostly be just from my head, which could be kind of scary. So anyway, AJ and I would love it if you would give us a thumbs up if you liked the video and or our layout. You participated, didn't you? And then also, please go check out everybody else who's hopping along with 52 Weeks, 52 Favorite Photos. We hope that you have a great day. Hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love. And happy scrapping.